Hello guys and welcome back to F1 Career Mode. Today we'll be racing for the Belgian Grand Prix. We currently sit in 11th in the standings with 11 points, and Gasly is behind us in 12th with 7 points. We're currently 7th in the Constructors with 18 points, and Visa Cash App RB only 2 points ahead of us on 20 points. So we'll simulate through these days and go to the race. Getting some resource points and an ignition system upgrade. We won't have enough to do an upgrade, so we'll continue on. Gearbox reliability thing going on, and we'll go to the race weekend. We currently sit in 6th in the driver comparison section, vehicle performance comparison, so that's good. We've leaped over Visa Cash App RB now, so we're on the up.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
And onto the lap we go. Going to be looking to get through Q1 here, hopefully get into Q2 as Hulkenberg's holding us up. Luckily he didn't hold us up too much, so it shouldn't ruin our lap like we got ruined last time in Britain. We have to use all our DRS, all our ERS, and open the DRS going into this turn. We go through the winding corners. Now we go onto a straight. Towards the last corners of the lap we go. Hopefully we can be up there near our teammate if he's having a good Grand Prix. So we'll hope to do somewhere similar. Over the line we go to finish the lap, and we pop it in P4. Alex Albon, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Magnussen and Ricciardo out, as Leclerc tops the session over Verstappen and Perez. We come in P6 and 8 as the team. It's looking good for Q3. Hopefully we can keep this momentum up. So into the bus stop chicane we go. DRS has been disabled, so we'll see how we go on this lap. And off we go over the start finish line. Slow around the first corner. Down we go. Up Eau Rouge we go, I'm ready on.
And that's P13.
Use all our ERS that we possibly can. And go to these corners. Not much traction out of the corners. It's a bit slidey now, starting to get worse and worse. Very slippery out on the track, so we're probably going to have to box in. It's not looking good as we get slower and slower on track. Use our ERS, take the turn as fast as we can without spinning. Into these couple corners. In the winding part of the track. We're down on 2 seconds on Russell and Stroll, so we're going to have to go in for intermediates. We're going to finish off the lap, because it is quite a slow lap, but it can get a delta on there for us for the next lap. As we go as fast as we can up to the line, it's looking too wet though for us to get through to Q3. So we'll see how we go in this lap.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
Into the first corner we go, we tap the wall and go onto the gravel. Not a good start. It's already down by 8 tenths. Up to a second through Eau Rouge and Radion. Green middle sector for us, so we take a bit of the gravel. Not going to be enough for us to improve into Q3 and to get any other position, so we'll be stuck in P15. Through the last corners we go. Out of the bus stop chicane. We've gained a second. Oh, that's not going to be enough. P15 it is. Max Verstappen tops the timing session over Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Our teammate gets through into Q3, and both Kick Saubers get through as well in P7 and 9. Yuki Tsunoda, Russell, Piastri, Stroll and myself are all out of the qualifying session. And now onto the race.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Sainz, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Bottas, Joe, Tsunoda, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Daniel, Albon, Sargent, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
So onto the strategy. Seems to be soft mediums as the liked strategy. We'll put it at 8 laps and change it to later if we need to, if the softs are good. Otherwise, that's the strategy.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Five lights, and away we go for the Grand Prix. We get an okay start. We can go at the inside of Sonoda. We dive in. A little bit of contact with Stroll, and he's going to send us off track. Stroll pushing us off the track as we had no room left to give. We're now at the back of the pack in 19th. We'll try everything we can to get closer to him. Gasly had a decent start. He looked like he went up a position, and we're out of it as we're in 19th with nothing to fight for at the moment. We're just catching the back of the Hasses and Ricardo, so we'll catch up as fast as we possibly can to get back in it. As we approach the back of Ricardo down these corners.
Okay, so that was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this.
We'll see what we can salvage out of this race, as we're not going to be fighting for anything in this race. Poor start, but we can try to recover. As we go down around the outside of Ricardo, except he doesn't leave any space. No space given there from the Badger. As we look to use overtake and overtake Ricardo. Not gaining too much. Now we are around the outside, not left open. And we just go off the track a little bit, but it's allowed. Go down the inside on Hulkenberg and gain a couple positions. Hulkenberg still fighting for his spot as we're able to hold on to the position into turn 1. He goes and catches up even further and gets ahead. We dive bomb in, looking at the inside of Magnussen, and we keep Magnussen at bay as we go back up Radion and the Rouge. We open DRS going down the straight. We use the ERS to get as fast as we can around the outside of Magnussen, and we make the turn. Position gained.
Brilliant, nice move. Keep going.
We creep up closer and closer to Logan Sargent here, on the back of him, as his teammate Albon right ahead. Ever so close to Sargent, as we'll look to go around the outside into this turn. He doesn't leave us room, so we'll have to wait behind him. As we get all the speed we possibly can, we save our ERS for the main straight, overtake him then. As we get closer and closer, we're getting back to where we were in the group. We look to the outside, we go down the inside into the bus stop chicane, and we take the position and hold it. We get DRS as well off of Albon as we go up the track. We look to the outside of Albon to get an overtake, so we don't take it. You can see the gravel on the track back there after the lap 1 incident with Stroll. We use overtake down the straight with DRS. We look to overtake Albon. He moves to the inside line We go around the outside and make the move stick up further in the grid. There's a bit of a train ahead of us of Yuki Tsunoda, Yuki Tsunoda, Piastri and Joe, I believe that is, with Russell out ahead. Russell seemingly getting away from the pack. We look to get involved in it, but Bottas is in the Sauber, so Joe's up the grid in points. The Sauber, it's a good race for them. They had a really good qualifying. So did our teammate Gasly as he qualified P8. He's currently up in the points as it stands. As we're looking to get past these guys here, we'll use overtake, go around these corners. We look to make a move on Tsunoda as he goes and looks to make a move on Piastri. We'll have to wait as Bottas locks up. We go down around the outside on Bottas and we make the move stick up into P13. We give a little bit of contact to Piastri as we look to go down the inside into Eau Rouge. Onto the main straight here with DRS. We don't have any ERS to use, so we're going to have to save that up. Mark's thinking the exact same thing as ourselves, so we'll use this time to try and stay behind Piastri and Tsunoda. If possible, we will go past Piastri though, as the train will still be there.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
We've gained enough ERS now to use ourselves. Bottas is on the medium, so he's gone to a different strategy than everyone else in the race. Everyone but the two Saubers are on softs, and the two Saubers are on mediums to start off with, so it's a really good start for Joe as he's on the mediums compared to everyone else being on the softs. Piastri decides to go down the inside on Tsunoda but backs out in these corners. He might go for it into the bus stop chicane as he looks to. We look to make a move on Piastri, get all tangled up in there. And Piastri won't get the move done on Tsunoda. Tsunoda will hold his own in P11. As he locks up going into Eau Rouge. We'll take the position before we get to Eau Rouge, but we'll have to go side by side with Tsunoda unless we back out. We back out on the move, and now we use ERS, open the DRS up, and we look to make a move on both the McLaren and the Visa Casher.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.7
And we make the move stick,
seconds.
so we have to go a little off track in the meantime. And now we're up into P11 with Joe and Russell ahead. Our teammate seems to be doing well. He must be in P8 or 7, which will get points for the team and will overtake me in the championship. We're currently on 26% worn tyres, equal on each tyre. So it's been good wear all around in this track. Hasn't worn in one place more than others, so that's good to see. We don't have any tyres that we should lean off on. As Piastri will look to charge behind us. Can we keep him away for this corner? Yes, we can. As we squeeze him out.
Okay, information on Bottas. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Bottas with an issue in his car. Nothing bad or good for us, as he's already behind us. He's already in our mirrors. As we now catch up to Joe We've dropped Sonoda back behind, and we are catching Joe as it goes, but Russell has gotten away from us, so we're not going to be getting that far up. So we will probably try to undercut the other drivers to catch up to Russell if possible, as we go into the bus stop chicane. There we go, DRS open, down the straight. Out of the Eau Rouge we go, with the ERS and DRS open. We go as fast as we possibly can to overtake Joe, and we make the move stick.
1.7 seconds.
We go a little too fast into the corner, so we have to really get on the brakes as hard as we can to make sure we stop in time. Russell now only a second or 2 seconds ahead, so we've caught up to him by a second in the last lap. As we go down the straight.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Tyre is currently sitting at a 36% as we go down these corners. As we've lost Joe and Piastri now behind, who have lost DRS touch on us. Hopefully we can have Joe keep Piastri behind, because that'll help us in the long run. As it was looking like Sauber were going to score points today, but they aren't, by how things are going.
Okay, the pit window's open.
Personal best lap on the last lap.
lap.
We might actually stay out for an extra lap, just to see if we can keep it going, as we are going faster than we have any other lap.
Okay, you're in the top 10. I've got some information on Alonso. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Alonso with an issue, he's ahead, so that's actually a good thing for us as we go around these corners. Yeah, Alonso's ahead, and that's going to be good for Gasly, as Gasly is ahead of him too, so that'll hold Russell up for us, and hopefully we can actually get some more points out of this race. Into the pits we go, as Russell and Alonso battling ahead. We'll take the undercut on them as we go into the pits. Optimal stop for us, it's good to see. Hopefully there's no pit issues,
Okay, mate, that's it.
as there isn't.
Go.
Perfectly
that was a
out.
fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
A good stop for
Pit
us, so
strategy
that's good
complete.
for the race.
See these tyres through to the end now. Pierre is
The
in the
teammate
pits.
goes into the pits. Hopefully he's able to undercut some other drivers as well, as that would be ideal for the team. We're now catching the back of Bottas. He's had a really bad Grand Prix since he's gotten that issue. Our teammate goes on to the hard tyres. An interesting call as we come out around the same spot as him, just behind him. We will just sit and chill behind him for as long as we can. If we're faster, we will make the position, but for now we're just going to stay behind him,
Okay, mate,
as he
Pierre ahead. Come on,
we've been
mate, this
told
is
to
it. Let's try and
overtake
get
him now.
past them quickly.
As Pierre and Bottas have a battle. Pierre gets ahead, Bottas lets us go, and now we can just keep on chasing down other drivers.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
We kind of cheesed the target there. Didn't really pass him, as he's still ahead of us. We'll go up Radial and Eau Rouge. On the straight we go. Hopefully we can get a couple places down the straight, as we'll have DRS and ERS open. We'll stick behind Gasly as he goes for the position, and he won't make a move, as Ricciardo and Hulkenberg are fighting ahead.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
We're well ahead of Russell and Alonso now. But these guys are really going to cost us time if they stay ahead of us for too long. Most of them should peel into the pits this lap, so they should get out the way as soon as possible. As they all go into the pits, we'll follow Gasly through, as we'll get a couple positions from other pitters. P7 and 8 in the Grand Prix. We'll slingshot off each other to get through. We use our ERS as much as we can and get through on Gasly. Gasly will pass us on this straight as we let him through to slingshot his way up the grid. We'll keep Russell at bay as he looks down the inside but can't make it. We'll hold our position in P8. Someone's come off behind us and it's actually our teammate. Teammates out of the race. So now we're going to have to fight on our own for 7. He's had an unlucky run of DNFs. He's already DNF'd twice before this race in the season. And he's DNF'd again in this race. We go fastest on the track. Pushing as much as we can on the lap. Now 2 seconds ahead of Russell, who's behind. Across the line we go even faster. We get in a 1:47.9 onto our time, which is the fastest lap of the race. Piastri right behind us, he goes for the overtake. Around the outside he goes. We take the outside into the second corner, and we've driven too wide. Piastri takes the position, but we do have a lot of overtake to use. So we will have a go up on the straight past Eau Rouge. We're losing a second a lap on the car behind as we go up Eau Rouge. We do have a problem though. The Piastri is well and truly getting away. We've got 2 laps to go. We'll overtake Piastri on the straight here. Switch back. And we're able to hold the position. We're up 1 position in the race, back to P7. As we go down these corners. Onto the final lap we go. Piastri within DRS, so he'll be able to have a shot up past Eau Rouge. We'll do everything we can to stop him with these 41% worn mediums. They're quite worn, so it's not the greatest time to be using them, but we did try to undercut drivers with it. So we'll see how we go as Piastri looks to go past. He goes for it. Around the outside, he's able to make the move going into the turn, so we don't have to battle during the turn. Up a position for Piastri, we're down a position into P8, currently on 5 points, with the fastest lap going our way. We'll do everything we can to see if we can overtake Piastri again, but we don't have too much ERS, only 40%, so we won't have much to go with into the last couple corner. We'll use our ARS, all that we have left. We'll try to see if we can overtake Piastri. Around the outside we go, and he's blocked us off, so we won't be able to get the position. As we try to go down the inside, but we don't have enough traction. So Piastri will take the position. We'll get P8 5
And
points.
that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
So Max Verstappen comes home in first, with Charles Leclerc and Norris rounding off the podium. We come P8 with the fastest lap of the race by about half a second. And the one DNF of the race, Gasly, is looking to get points and probably would have scored 6 points. So it's unfortunate for him, as he could actually be beating us if he had have stayed on the track there. Into the driver's standings we go. Max Verstappen leads the driver's standings with Norris and Leclerc afterwards. We're in P11 with 16 points. Gasly in P12 with 7 points. As now we go into the constructors' standings. We've overtaken Visa Cache Parby with this weekend's points, as now we're on 23 points to their 20. Red Bull are right now in first with 272 points, followed by McLaren and Ferrari. We gain experience, racecraft, 2 levels of racecraft. We get a level of awareness, and we get a level of pace, as well as the focus going up as well. And we get a level up overall in our rating, so we're now at level 71. We don't gain any recognition percent, as we're still on 45%. We gain a level on material fabrication planner for the specialists. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Be tuned for more F1 content. Subscribe if you want to see more, like if you enjoyed the video, and be tuned for the next part 9 of the career mode. See ya and goodbye.